Supplemental Security Income, or SSI, is a crucial program designed to help individuals with limited income and resources. However, many applicants find their claims denied, often leaving them confused and frustrated. In this video, we'll break down the most common reasons why SSI claims get denied, helping you understand the process and avoid common pitfalls. Whether you're applying for the first time or appealing a denial, knowing these reasons can make a significant difference. Let's start by looking at what SSI is and why denials are so frequent. SSI stands for Supplemental Security Income, a federal assistance program managed by the Social Security Administration. It provides monthly payments to people who are elderly, blind, or disabled and have limited income and resources. The goal is to ensure a basic level of financial security for those who need it most. Understanding the eligibility criteria for SSI is the first step in avoiding a denial, as many claims are rejected simply because applicants do not meet these basic requirements. To qualify for SSI, applicants must meet strict eligibility criteria. These include age, disability status, income limits, and resource limits. The Social Security Administration reviews each application carefully to ensure all requirements are met. If any of these criteria are not satisfied, the claim will likely be denied. Understanding these requirements in detail is essential for a successful application. One of the most common reasons SSI claims are denied is because the applicant has too much income. SSI is designed for those with very limited financial means. If your income exceeds the threshold set by the Social Security Administration, your claim will be denied, regardless of your disability status. It's important to accurately report all sources of income, including wages, pensions, and even gifts, to avoid issues during the application process. SSI also has strict limits on the resources you can own, such as cash, bank accounts, property, and other assets. If your total resources exceed the allowable amount, your claim will be denied. Many applicants overlook certain assets or misunderstand what counts as a resource. It's essential to review your finances carefully and disclose all assets when applying for SSI. Another major reason for SSI denial is not meeting the medical requirements. SSI is available to those who are blind or disabled, but the definition of disability is strict. The Social Security Administration requires detailed medical evidence showing that your condition significantly limits your ability to work. If your medical documentation is incomplete or does not meet their standards, your claim may be denied. Providing sufficient medical evidence is crucial for SSI approval. Many claims are denied simply because applicants fail to submit enough documentation about their condition. This includes doctor's reports, hospital records, and test results. Without comprehensive and up-to-date medical records, the Social Security Administration cannot verify your disability, leading to a denial. If you do not follow prescribed medical treatments or fail to attend doctor's appointments, your SSI claim can be denied. The Social Security Administration expects applicants to comply with recommended treatments unless there is a valid reason not to. Not following through with treatment can be seen as a lack of effort to improve your condition, which may result in denial. Cooperation with the Social Security Administration is essential during the SSI application process. If you fail to provide requested information, miss appointments, or do not respond to communications, your claim may be denied. The SSA relies on your cooperation to gather all necessary details for your case. Always respond promptly and provide any documents or information they request. Sometimes, the SSA may require you to attend a consultative medical exam with one of their doctors. Failing to attend this exam can result in an automatic denial of your claim. These exams are used to gather additional medical evidence if your own records are insufficient. Always attend any scheduled exams and notify the SSA if you need to reschedule. SSI is generally only available to U.S. citizens or certain categories of non-citizens. If you do not meet the citizenship or eligible non-citizen requirements, your claim will be denied. It's important to provide proof of your status when applying. Some exceptions exist, but they are limited and require specific documentation. SSI benefits are not available to individuals who are incarcerated. If you are in jail or prison for a month or longer, your SSI payments will stop and new claims will be denied. The SSA checks incarceration records regularly, so it's important to be honest about your status when applying. If you are fleeing from law enforcement due to a felony warrant, you are not eligible for SSI. The SSA works with law enforcement agencies to identify individuals with outstanding warrants. If you have a warrant for your arrest, your claim will be denied until the issue is resolved. The SSA requires you to apply for all other benefits you may be eligible for, such as Social Security, pensions, or workers' compensation. If you fail to do so, your SSI claim can be denied. The goal is to ensure SSI is only used as a last resort after all other benefits have been considered. Honesty is critical when applying for SSI. Providing false or misleading information on your application can result in an immediate denial and even legal consequences. The SSA verifies all information provided, so it's essential to be truthful about your income, resources, and medical condition. SSI is available to individuals who are 65 or older, blind, or disabled. If you do not meet the age requirement and are not blind or disabled, your claim will be denied. Make sure you understand the age and disability criteria before applying to avoid unnecessary denials. Your living situation can affect your SSI eligibility. For example, living in certain institutions or receiving free room and board may impact your claim. The SSA reviews your living arrangements to determine if you qualify and how much you should receive. Be sure to report any changes in your living situation promptly. After you apply for SSI, you must report any changes in your income, resources, or living arrangements. Failing to do so can result in denial or loss of benefits. The SSA relies on accurate, up-to-date information to determine your eligibility. Always keep them informed to avoid problems. Incomplete applications are a common reason for SSI denial. If you leave out required information or fail to sign your application, the SSA cannot process your claim. Double-check your application before submitting to ensure all sections are filled out and all necessary documents are included. The SSI application process has strict deadlines for submitting forms and additional information. Missing these deadlines can result in your claim being denied. It's important to keep track of all dates and respond to any requests from the SSA as quickly as possible. If your SSI claim is denied, you have the right to appeal the decision. However, many people do not appeal or miss the appeal deadline, resulting in a lost opportunity for benefits. If you receive a denial, read the notice carefully and follow the instructions to file an appeal within the required timeframe. Substance abuse can complicate SSI claims. If the SSA determines that drug or alcohol use is a contributing factor to your disability, your claim may be denied. The SSA will assess whether your condition would improve if you stopped using substances. Be honest about any substance use and seek treatment if needed. SSI is only available for disabilities expected to last at least 12 months or result in death. If your condition is temporary or expected to improve quickly, your claim will be denied. The SSA reviews medical evidence to determine the expected duration of your disability. Substantial gainful activity, or SGA, refers to the level of work and earnings considered significant by the SSA. If you are working and earning above the SGA limit, your SSI claim may be denied, even if you have a disability. The SSA updates SGA limits annually, so check the current threshold before applying. If your medical records or other documents are in a language other than English, you must provide certified translations. The SSA cannot process documents they cannot read, and failure to provide translations can result in denial. Make sure all documents are translated and certified before submitting. The SSA may contact you for additional information or clarification during the application process. Failing to respond to these follow-ups can result in your claim being denied. Always check your mail and messages and reply promptly to any requests from the SSA. Providing accurate and up-to-date contact information is essential. If the SSA cannot reach you, they may deny your claim. Make sure your phone number, address, and email are current and notify the SSA of any changes immediately. The SSA requires signed authorization forms to access your medical and financial records. If you fail to sign these forms, your claim cannot be processed and will be denied. Double-check that all required forms are signed before submitting your application. SSI payments are typically made through direct deposit. If you do not provide your bank account information, your claim may be delayed or denied. Make sure to include accurate banking details when applying to ensure you receive your benefits promptly. Receiving certain other government benefits can affect your SSI eligibility. For example, some veterans' benefits or workers' compensation payments may reduce or eliminate your SSI payments. The SSA reviews all benefits you receive to determine your eligibility and payment amount. SSI is only available to individuals who reside in the United States or certain U.S. territories. If you live outside these areas, your claim will be denied. Be sure to provide proof of residency when applying for SSI. The SSA requires clear proof of your disability, such as medical records, test results, and doctor statements. If you cannot provide sufficient evidence, your claim will be denied. Gather all necessary documentation before applying to strengthen your case. Proof of age is required for SSI eligibility. This can include a birth certificate, passport, or other official documents. If you do not provide proof of age, your claim may be denied. Make sure to include these documents with your application. The SSA needs proof of all your income sources to determine your SSI eligibility. This includes pay stubs, tax returns, and bank statements. Failing to provide this information can result in denial. Keep all financial documents organized and ready to submit. Just like income, you must provide proof of your resources, such as bank statements, property deeds, and vehicle titles. The SSA uses this information to determine if you meet the resource limits for SSI. Missing or incomplete documentation can lead to denial. The SSA needs to verify your living situation to determine your SSI eligibility and payment amount. Provide documents such as lease agreements, utility bills, or letters from landlords. Incomplete or missing proof can result in denial or reduced benefits. Proof of citizenship or eligible non-citizen status is required for SSI. This can include a birth certificate, passport, or immigration documents. Failing to provide this proof will result in denial. Always include these documents with your application. If your SSI eligibility depends on your relationship to another person, such as a spouse or child, you must provide proof. This can include marriage certificates, birth certificates, or adoption papers. Missing documentation can result in denial or incorrect payment amounts. For children applying for SSI, proof of school attendance may be required. This helps the SSA determine eligibility and payment amounts. Provide school records or letters from the school to avoid delays or denials. If you are applying for SSI on behalf of someone else, such as a child or incapacitated adult, you must provide proof of guardianship. This can include court orders or legal documents. Without this proof, your claim may be denied. The SSA may require proof of when your disability began. This can include medical records, employment records, or statements from healthcare providers. Accurate documentation helps establish your eligibility and the correct payment start date. Proof of U.S. residency is required for SSI eligibility. This can include utility bills, lease agreements, or official letters. Failing to provide this proof can result in denial. Always include residency documents with your application. If you are a non-citizen applying for SSI, you must provide proof of your immigration status. This can include green cards, visas, or other official documents. Missing or incomplete documentation will result in denial. If your SSI eligibility is related to military service, you must provide proof, such as discharge papers or service records. The SSA uses this information to determine eligibility and payment amounts. Missing documents can delay or deny your claim. As we've seen, there are many reasons why SSI claims can be denied, ranging from financial and medical issues to missing documentation and procedural errors. The key to a successful application is understanding the requirements, providing complete and accurate information, and responding promptly to any requests from the SSA. By avoiding these common pitfalls and staying organized, you can improve your chances of having your SSI claim approved. Remember, if you do receive a denial, don't give up. Appeals are possible, and many claims are approved on appeal with the right preparation.